Thank you for choosing therapyappointment.com as your practice management system. In this video, I will review logging in, overview of the dashboard screen from the therapist and admin perspective, the HIPAA-compliant message system, setting up bookmarks, setting up your schedule on an internet-capable phone, and contacting tech support. In order to log into your account, open up a browser on your computer. We highly recommend using Mozilla Firefox as a browser, whether you are using a PC or a Mac, in order to experience optimized function of therapyappointment.com. Firefox is available for your computer as a free download, and if it's already installed on your computer, it will be indicated by a World on Fire icon when you click on your Programs button. Navigate to our website, www.therapyappointment.com, by typing our name into the address bar of your Firefox browser and hitting the Enter key. We suggest setting the URL on the Bookmarks area of Firefox after you arrive at the password entry page by dragging it to the toolbar of the browser. That way, in the future, all you need to do is click on the icon on your browser toolbar, and you can bypass typing in the website name each time you need to access your account. Once you are on the therapyappointment.com website, take a look at the tabs across the page and select Therapist Login. If this is the first time you are logging in on this particular computer and browser, you will be prompted to enter your secondary password. Just a note, all members of your counseling practice group will use the same secondary password, including the admin and supervisor staff. If your password entry was successful, you will receive a confirmation screen. Click to enter into our HIPAA-compliant system. Upon login, you will always arrive at the dashboard for your account. If you are in an administrative account, you will arrive in one of the therapist accounts, which will be indicated by a name in the lower left-hand side of the screen. The dashboard will always show the current day's schedule on the bottom half of the screen. On the left-hand side of the screen is a column of navigation buttons which are blue in color. By clicking on the button at the bottom of the column, it's named More, the blue buttons will be replaced by a column of gray-colored buttons. The gray-colored buttons are used less often, and the blue buttons are typically used on a daily basis. To navigate back to the blue buttons, click the button at the bottom of the column marked Blue Button. Therapyappointment.com uses a split-screen system which allows you to view a patient's information page while at the same time viewing your schedule. Let's take a brief look at the day's schedule. The therapyappointment.com schedule is color-coded for you. Open appointment times that are in the future are gray in color with a white search field. Open appointment times that are in the past are gray in color. This color coding is just one of the ways we help ensure that you are not accidentally scheduling clients in the past on your schedule. If you are allowing clients to schedule themselves online, they will only be able to schedule into one of the green open slots. Meetings or blocks you have in your schedule are gray in color. Client appointments start out the day being blue in color. And when a client has a CPT code and payment amount entered for the day's session, the client's line then changes to yellow. If you are using our electronic chart notes function and have completed the client's charting for this date of service, the client's line turns green as a visual indication that the therapist has completed the chart note, as well as the payment and selected CPT codes being recorded for the client. This is how billing will take place for the date of service. The Administrator's Dashboard. The dashboard is only slightly different when viewed from the perspective of an administrative account. Logging in through an admin account will land you on the schedule of one of the therapists in your group. You will be able to view the therapist's name by looking at the drop-up menu in the left-hand corner of the screen. It is simple to switch to a different therapist in the account. Simply click on the drop-up menu and select the therapist account you wish to be working in. The admin account also has the ability to view all of the therapist schedules for the day in a side-by-side view by clicking on the blue button marked Side by Side. From this view, in order to work in a therapist account, click on the therapist's name at the top of the schedule, and that way you will be taken to that therapist account. The admin account also has the ability to search for a client among all of the therapists by the admin typing in the last name of the client into the search box underneath the side-by-side schedule. This is a handy tool to use when a relatively new client calls and does not remember their therapist's name. The admin can also use this area to copy the demographic information of a client from one therapist account to another therapist account in case of therapist referral to another in their group. Please note that at this time, chart notes do not copy over, only demographic information. Let us next take a look at the Messages button. At the very bottom left-hand corner of the dashboard is a Messages button. TherapyAppointment.com includes a HIPAA-compliant internal message system. The number of messages you have in queue are indicated on top of the button. By clicking on the Message button, you can read reports from system audits, such as reminders about insurance pre-certification you have coming due, reminders about regular clients who haven't been scheduled for a session lately, and notification of unlocked client records. You will also have messages here about insurance payments that have been received and posted into your system, warnings when our clearinghouse finds a problem with one of the claims you have sent in, and communication from tech support about new updates and upgrades. If you are allowing clients to schedule or cancel appointments online, you will also be sent notifications about that happening in this area. There are times you will see the Messages button marked with a red urgent. This is when you know you have a direct communication from either a client via our encrypted system, or there's a problem that we or your colleagues have identified and your attention is needed. Urgent messages will always be queued up to the top of the list of messages. After the message is read and you determine it to no longer be urgent, it will then be queued back into its rightful place, where the newest non-urgent message will be at the top of the list. Messages can be deleted from the system by clicking Delete next to the Message button. Don't worry, we will keep the last 150 messages available to you if you accidentally delete something. Members of your group practice can also send you messages through this system. Simply scroll down to the bottom of the Messages screen and click New Message. Select the person or persons you wish to send the message to. You can also mark the message as a phone message, as well as mark it urgent. Another quick way to access our Messages button to send a message to the rest of your group or tech support is by navigating to the gray set of buttons and clicking on Messages. You can contact tech support by two different methods, phone and our ticket system. Both can be accessed via the gray Help button. At the top and bottom of this Help page, you are presented to a link to our searchable knowledge base. This Help page is likely the quickest answer to your questions, and we recommend you investigate this area first as the answer is likely already there. Type in a keyword for your question, and you will be presented with a list of commonly asked topics. Open the topic by clicking on the title. If you do not find the answer to your question, then go to Create Ticket and click. You will then be presented with a form in which to ask your question. Please fill in your name, email, and from the drop-down menu, select the most appropriate category for your question and the urgency with which you need this addressed. I know that whenever I have a question or problem, my urge would be to mark it as urgent. However, I'm sure you have better impulse control than I do myself. Type your concern or question here, attach any relevant documents you might need us to have, and click Submit Ticket. You will then receive a confirmation email with your ticket number, and all you need to do to follow the progress of your ticket is to click on the link within the email. You can send us additional information about the issue, as well as mark the issue as resolved when we have satisfied your question. You will also receive a separate email when we have replied to you about your question. I suggest that you bookmark this help area on your browser for easy access to our help desk and articles at any time, even when you are not logged in to your therapyappointment.com account. To bookmark on Firefox, when you are in the tech support area, simply drag the URL address line onto your toolbar. Next time you need to access the help desk, all you need to do is click on the bookmark and you're right there, even if you're not logged in to your ta.com account. Setting up an icon on an internet-capable phone. Therapyappointment.com allows you a HIPAA-compliant look at your weekly schedule at just the touch of an icon on an internet-capable phone. You will be able to view a color-coded weekly view of your calendar, with green fields indicating an open available client slot, yellow indicating a scheduled client slot, and orange indicating a block or meeting that you have placed in that time slot. You can view the prior or following week on your schedule by clicking the prior week or next week buttons at the bottom of your schedule. In order to set this up on your own phone, the therapist must log into their account, go to the gray set of buttons, and click on the Help button. On the table of contents, click on Viewing your schedule on an internet-capable phone. Then follow the directions and use the code provided to you within this information. This code is unique to you. That's it for part 1 of Getting Started with therapyappointment.com. Be sure and watch part 2, where we will review how to start on the basic setup of your insurance database.